before we get started, let's check out the links in my description. We all want nice things. We want the car, we want a house, we want a high limit credit card. But if you don't have at least a 680 credit score, you're not even in the game. So click this link here to know where you stand and get your free credit scores from all three bureaus. That will be Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax. And also get your reports. If you would like to be free and become financially independent through entrepreneurship, click this link here to be free. If you'd like to get cash back, which is a discount during shopping, please click this link here to see my favorite cashback sites. And if you enjoy the music you hear in the background, please click the link here and subscribe to It's Oasis. Hello everyone, welcome back to Community Wealth. Today marks 8 days till December 31st. I'm pretty sure you know what that means. But before we get into that, if you would like to know your FICO scores and what's on your reports with all three bureaus, Equifax, TransUnion, and Experian, click the credit monitoring link in the description below. If you would like to make $500 to $1,000 plus per week using your vehicle, click the Wealth Dasher link in the description below. If you don't want to use your vehicle or you don't have a vehicle, you can click the Wealth Hire Car link in the description, and that way you can hire a car and still click the Wealth Dasher link and make $500 to $1,000 plus per week on your time. You want to know how I got 5 properties for $5,500? Click the Be Free link in the description below. And while you're shopping online, you can get cash back by clicking the cash back link in the description below. Let's move on. There's 8 days to go. 8 days left. 8 days until EIDL is overdone. They'll still be processing the EIDL loan and the targeted advance applications. They'll still be processing those until the funds are gone. But in terms of the supplemental, 31st is the complete deadline. There's nothing else for the supplemental after December 31. Nothing else. No processing. Nothing. After the 31st, you will no longer be seeing or hearing anything about the supplemental. As a matter of fact, if you have your application in and it's not even processed by the end of the day on the 31st, that's it. It won't be processed. So your app will just be dead. It'll fall to the wayside. It's kind of like a real grant in that purpose. With the EIDL loan and the targeted advance, they'll still process that till the funds are gone. But even with the grants, when you apply for a grant, if you don't qualify, you don't qualify. That's it. And so with your application being there by the 31st and not being processed, it's kind of like you didn't even qualify, even though you did. So that's just it with the supplemental. But again, let's go ahead and hear it directly from the SBA as I do in every video. The EIDL deadline is approaching. The EIDL application will be accepted until December 31, 2021. That's including processing the reconsiderations. So your reconsideration and your loan app will be accepted and processed until the 31st, but it'll still be processing after the 31st. Okay? That's with the EIDL loan. With the targeted advance, the same thing applies. The 31st, they'll be doing the application and the reconsiderations. But after the 31st, they'll just be processing. So again, when it comes to the EIDL, the loan and the targeted advance will be accepted and processed up until the 31st. That's for the applications and the reconsiderations. But after the 31st, they are no longer accepting reconsiderations or applications for the loan or the targeted advance, but they'll still be processing what they already have for both of those. So for the loan and the targeted, they'll still be processing the application they already have until the funds are gone. Now when it comes to the supplemental, for the app and the reconsideration, December 31 is the absolute deadline for anything dealing with the supplemental. And it says it right here. Will not be accepting or processed after December 31, including reconsiderations. See that? The supplemental, targeted, advanced apps will not be accepted or processed after December 31, 2021, including reconsiderations. So it's imperative that you get your apps in today. If you got to start from the beginning, you definitely got to do it today. If you already have the invites, the targeted and the supplemental invites, go ahead and submit that stuff. I have a video going over those. I'm walking you through it for the targeted and the supplemental. And also show you what the approvals look like. I have that. You can go through my channel and look at that, or you can go through the EIDL playlist. But I have those. And I recently just reposted it last week. I just reposted those videos last week. You're going to notice the dates are from May, but it's pretty much the same thing, except the EIDL application walkthrough, the actual EIDL loan to get you started. That application is a lot different from when I did it, which is cool because the information that's in the targeted is actually in the EIDL application. And that way, when you do the targeted, all you have to pretty much do is your income from 2019 up until last month. So that's the only difference. But everything else is pretty much the same. But you got to get those in to get to the supplemental. You got to get the loan process to get the targeted invite. You have to get the targeted process to get the supplemental invite. And I'm not sure how long that's going to take or how fast it's going to happen at this point. But until now, $15,000 plus a loan is still up for grabs. It's still there. The opportunity is still available. The supplemental window is closing very fast. I mean, all of it is, but the supplemental, they're not even processing after the 31st. That's closing quickly. As long as you got your apps in by the 31st for the loan and the targeted advance, you still got a chance of being processed because they're doing the processing even after the 31st. But that supplemental is dead in the water on the 31st. So as always, everybody, get those apps in, people. Thanks for watching. If you would like to know your FICO scores and what's on your reports from all three bureaus, TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian, click the credit monitoring link in the description below. If you would like to make $500 to $1,000 plus per week utilizing your vehicle on your own time, click the Wealth Dasher link in the description below. If you don't have a vehicle or you don't want to use your own vehicle, then click the Wealth Hire Car link in the description below. And that way you can hire a car and use that vehicle to then Wealth Dash and make $500 to $1,000 plus per week on your own time. If you want to know how I got 5 properties for $5,500, click the Be Free link in the description below. And if you'd like to get cash back while shopping online, click the cash back link in the description below. Like, share the video, comment below, subscribe to the channel, subscribe to It's Oasis, and until the next video, let's get this money.